I'm over here stroking my dick.
Hey guys, previously I just finished the main story of Metroid Other M, watching the credits roll, and so this time, while I go around collecting all of the items I missed, I'm going to talk about my thoughts on the game, right before the final episode where we get to the finale. So to start us off, a little bit of context. This is a very hated game. The Metroid community absolutely hates this game so much. Like, it's like their 9/11 or something. Like, they really hate this game. They think the game ruined everything about Metroid. They wish it never existed. They would pay you money not to play this game. Metroid fans really, really hate Other M, which I understand because I'm a Fire Emblem fan and I feel the exact same way about a couple games in that series. But as a fellow Metroid fan, I always listened to these things that people were saying. And so I was like, okay, I'll just never play Metroid Other M. So of the many, many, many Metroid games I've played, I never touched Other M, even though the Wii was the main console I had as a kid. Now, after playing Other M, I'd like to say, I disagree. I very, very, very disagree. This game is not that bad. Trust me. And here's why. So, let's start with the cinema first. The cutscenes. The cutscenes are so well made in this game. The camera angles and the transitions and the sound effects are so well done. A lot of games these days, they're so lazy with their cutscenes, they just use the models, or they don't even dabble with the camera angles. They just put everything in like the same angle the entire time and just have people move. How dynamic these scenes were so cool with this game. Other M did a very, very good job. Now, the story that the cutscenes were actually a part of, I'm gonna be honest, it did have me hooked. I liked mysteries like the leader or with MB or what really was going on with the bottle ship. All of these mysteries were really, really, really cool. However, there were a lot of inconsistencies with the story if you're talking about Metroid as a franchise. First of all, the Metroids are back again. That's so stupid, bro. It's like, we're reviving Ridley again. Bro, come on, man. Like, we took this small sample of DNA from Metroid suit and we created all of these bioweapons with it. Really? You did that? And also, did Adam really have to blow himself up with Sector Zero? Couldn't he have just blown Sector Zero up without killing himself too? Like, come on. The other inconsistency is the way Samus acts. She's usually a stone-cold, emotionless bounty hunter, which is badass. In this game, she's a little bit more human. She's a little bit more touchy-feely, and the game had her portrayed as more of a stereotypical female role than usual, with the I have so many feelings about this. Like, she cried in this game. That's, you don't usually see that. I didn't even know Samus was capable of crying. However, on the other hand, I think her voice actor did a fantastic job. I think Samus's voice actress did a fantastic job. And I actually kind of like the human portrayal of Samus in this game, because I don't know, it's just kind of nice to see that, like, yeah, she's actually a human being. Like, obviously, like, bro, do you not expect her to be human? Like, a lot of people were mad of how Samus were portrayed in this game when I started doing research on it before I played this game, and honestly, I don't really see it. I understand if you want her to be this badass bounty hunter, but she was badass in this game. It's just, I don't know, this game actually has made me like Samus more as a character, because now I know that she is a human with her own struggles and emotions and feelings, you know what I mean? Like, it actually made me like Samus more. So I kind of disagree on that argument. Sorry, Metroid fans, but I don't know. I like the way Samus is portrayed in this game. And honestly, I think this game has the best depiction of Samus without her suit. Because it's very inconsistent. In every single Metroid game, Samus is always a blonde woman with a ponytail, right? But it changes every single game, the way she looks. And out of all the games, I like this one the most. I like this one the most. Her model is done very, very well. And I don't know, I just really like the way Samus looks in this game, which I'm sure you guys all agree with me. Let's talk about other characters. Anthony, the GOAT! That's my GOAT! That's my GOAT! Yeah, I don't think any more needs to be said about Anthony, bro. He's a GOAT. My GOAT, bro. I thought he died. I was so sad, and he came back, and I freaked out. He came back. He saved our asses so many times. We saved his asses so many times, but I'm happy to do that, you know? The other characters, yeah, I don't really give a fuck. I don't really give a fuck. Adam was good. I think Adam was good. Adam was a little annoying with the authorization, but now that I understand why he was authorizing, it makes sense. It was petty. It was petty of me to not like him for the authorization thing. It was really petty of me. Adam's a great kid. And I like Samus and Adam's relationship in this game as like a father-child relationship. I appreciate that. You know, James, Lyle, Maurice, whatever. It's whatever. I thought Madeline Bergman and MB were really well done. Like, they did a very good job. At first I was like, damn, MB's voice actress sucks. Damn, why does MB not like an actual human? Damn, why is MB creeping me the fuck out, bro? Why is nobody creeping me the fuck out? It's like, oh, it's not a human. It's actually an AI. Oh, she's actually the main villain of this game. Oh no. And then the whole thing with Madeline Bergman thinking of Melissa Bergman as her own child. I don't know. I really like those two characters. I'm a big fan. I like that. Let's talk about gameplay next, eh? Ooh, okay. I'm gonna keep it a buck. Gameplay sucks. Gameplay sucks. Like, yes, I did get used to switching from third person to first person, but it's still so bad. It's not smooth at all. It's so hard to dodge. You can't dodge and you can't move while you're in first person. And then you can't use missiles while you're in third person. So it's so hard. It's so hard. Oh, man. And then the combat, this game is a 3D game with 2D Metroid combat. Now, the thing that makes 2D Metroid combat so great is that everything is on a 2D grid, which means it's really easy to precisely hinder your movements around the bullet hell that surrounds you. In 3D, that becomes a lot harder. And in 3D, it's really hard to know the trajectory of each one of your attacks. So in this game, I found it really hard to aim at times. And yeah, let's talk about the dodging. Ooh, yeah, it's not good. At first I thought it was pretty cool, but then I discovered the wiggle method, and the wiggle method is the best part of the game. And the Ridley fight showed me the most that, okay, so dodging in this game is literally just, you either wiggle and hope for the best, and it works maybe 70% of the time you dodge it, or you don't wiggle and you try to actually dodge it, and then you like can't dodge any of them because you just fucking suck, right? And then you just hold the B button for charge beam and you blast it, and then if they're frozen you do a missile. I think the boss fights are really well made, right? The combat is really well made and the boss fights are really well made, like Nightmare or that like mouth asshole. I don't know what that thing is, but I think all the boss fights are really well made. They're good. They're well designed, right? They're good game design. The bosses are good game design, but the controls are not good game design, and the way Samus moves is not good game design. Speaking of good game design, I did like some of the abilities we got and how the map incorporated those abilities, right? So you'd have something annoying in the map, then you get an item right after you deal with that annoying thing, and then it doesn't become annoying anymore, and it's super satisfying. super satisfying. And then it also feels super satisfying when you backtrack back to an area after you've unlocked all of these items, and it becomes so much easier to traverse through. You feel so free now. You get to uncover a bunch of little secrets that you couldn't get before. All Metroid games are good at doing this, and Other M is also pretty good at doing this. However, there is no fast travel in this game, which is fine. Like, it's usually not a problem with Metroid games. But the map sense is terrible. The map sense is really, really bad, which really contradicts to no fast traveling. Because I don't know where I am in this game. I never know where I am. And the map doesn't even help. The map doesn't help me know where I am. Like, I don't understand. I just don't understand where I am. I just go wherever the game wants me to go, right? I just hold forward, watch the cutscene, and boss fight happen. And that's not a Metroid. That's not Metroid game gameplay. That's Resident Evil gameplay. That's Resident Evil gameplay. That's not Metroid game gameplay. Which, I mean, I like Resident Evil, so it's still pretty fun to have this linear experience, but it's really hard to play a Metroid game where the map is terrible. The map sense is terrible, and the sense of, like, the thing that Metroid does the best is the combination of map and item. Like, you know what every item does. You know where everything is on the map. You know where, if once you unlock this, you can do that, and once you unlock that, you can do this, and blah, 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 blah. That's not in this game. That's not in this game, so... yeah, but all in all, I did have fun playing it. I would never play it again, though. I would never play it again now that I'd watch the cutscenes again. Actually, no. That's more of a first-time thing, too. This story's probably... the story's probably also the first time you experience the story, it's pretty cool, and it's pretty great. And then the second time you experience it, you're like, yeah, man, this sucks, bro. Cornea. So, yeah. And one of the greatest things about Metroid Prime games are the sense of adventure and loneliness you feel. You're on a whole new planet, you're adventuring around, and you get to have these environmental storytelling pieces from you scanning a bunch of stuff, and then a lot of the pieces about this doomed ancient civilization start to run through your head as you scan more and more things, and it creates this very spooky narrative in your head, and it's so well done. Environmental storytelling is so well done with the Prime games. It feels like such an amazing adventure. And the music is banger! The music's a banger! Other M has none of these things. You can't scan things. There's no, like... I couldn't care less about the planet I'm on. It just doesn't have any of that. And there's pretty much no music. It's all ambience. It's all ambience. I like to compare this game's music to Breath of the Wild's music, and the Prime game's music to, like, Ocarina of Time, Twilight Princess music. It's like, okay, Other M doesn't really have music, but it does have, like, background music with the ambience and the sound effect to set the mood, but it doesn't have those banger tracks that Prime does. But it's still okay. Like, it's not bad. It's still nice, but it's just missing that Prime spark. And it's missing a lot of gameplay elements from the 2D Metroids, too. Which makes it not a Metroid game. Basically, yeah. So, is Metroid Other M a good Metroid game? No. No, it's not. But is it a bad video game? No. Of course not. I think it was an amazing experience. I had a lot of fun with it. And I would never say that this is a bad video game. Of course, it's a little janky. Of course, it's a little bit different than the other Metroid games, but that doesn't mean it's a bad video game at all. And I think this is extremely overhated. This is one of the few Metroid games that I convinced myself not to play because everybody in the community was like, oh, don't play this game, please don't play this game. Hell no. But, like, I don't agree with that anymore. Everybody's telling you, like, never touch this game. You should never play this game. Please don't play this game. And I don't agree with that. Play this game. It's 8, 9, 10 hours long. You'll have a lot of fun looking at the cutscenes and the story and the characters and Samus's hot ass.
Oh my god, bro. Oh, hell no, man. What the fuck, man? Get your ass on.
And at the end of the day, I don't think there's anything inherently wrong with the story of this game. I don't think there's anything inherently wrong with the gameplay. All you really need to do is move forward and let everything just come to you. I don't think there's anything inherently bad about it that's a deal breaker. I have played games far worse than this, and there are games out there that are far worse than this, and this is in no ways a bad game. I've played a lot of bad games, bro. I am a Fire Emblem fan. I've played games worse than this, trust me. Trust me, I've wasted so much time. I've played games a lot worse than this that are not nearly as short as this. So trust me on this one, okay? This is not a bad game. This is not a waste of your time. And at the end of the day, even if you don't like this game, I think we can all agree on one thing. Samus is hot as fuck.
What, dude?
God damn, bro. I can't believe how much of a baddie they made her, bro. Oh my god, I'm about to buzz. Look, if you still hate this game, I understand. But it's not the bane of Metroid's existence. It didn't ruin anything. It's more of like a one-time thing, even if you don't like the game. I understand why you don't like the game, but it's not like it's, it's not like it's affecting anything outside of just this one game. It's not affecting the entire series, basically, is what I'm trying to say. And there are a few good things to come out of this. Also, if this... Oh my god, bro. You know how lucky you are as a Metroid fan to have Other M as the worst game in your series? Or Federation Force? Federation Force is a lot worse than Other M. Let's be real here. Federation Force is awful. But you know how lucky you are to have Federation Force and Other M as the two games that ruined the series, or you hated the series, or are the worst things in the world for you, and you think about it every day and it's like your most hated thing in the world? These two games are your most hated things in the world? Dog! You know what? Dog, bro. I wish these two games were my most hated things in the world, bro. Because I have to deal with fucking Fire Emblem Fates and Fire Emblem Engage, bro. Ah, damn. Dude, I'm gonna be honest. Your worst game being Other M is a 207 times better game than my most hated game, Fire Emblem Engage. Come on, dude. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me, bro? You're so damn lucky. Metroid fans are so damn lucky, bro. I'd rather have my series go on a 20-year hiatus than release a bunch of anime porn shit, bro. And as I am here collecting 100%ing all items in this game, I must say I would have really appreciated fast travel, but it's honestly not that bad. Yes, the map sucks and the map sense sucks, but I would be lying if I said I didn't enjoy myself collecting all these items. I've always loved backtracking in games once you become super overpowered, and I'm definitely having a lot of fun going back and collecting all of the items I've missed to 100% the game, because I'm not 100%ing the game just for content. I'm not doing it for you guys. I'm doing it just because I genuinely just really have fun with collecting items in this game. And I'm a completionist, and this is one of those games where I really do want to complete and 100%. I will also say that I actually like it that the game tells you where the items are. I know a lot of people are really fed up with that, but during the course of the main story, it only tells you where maybe not even half of the items are. It only shows you the location of like not even half of the items. Only once you've beaten the game and you come back for the post-game do they show you every single item, which is really convenient for completionists, because instead of worrying about the very tedious thought of I wonder if there's something here. I wonder if there's an item here. I don't have to worry about that anymore because I know if there's an item here or not. And I can skip directly to the fun part of, okay, what do I need to do in order to get this item? I get to skip right to the critical thinking part, which is the fun part of collecting items in Metroid games, which is awesome. So I actually do really like that the game's map shows you where the items are in this game. It's honestly not that bad. I don't understand why people are mad about it. It's just a nice quality of life improvement, and it only shows you where the items are once you've beaten the main story. Anyways, that's it. I've gotten every single item in Metroid Other M. We did it. We did it, guys. We 100%ed Metroid Other M, and I honestly had a lot of fun doing it. I had a lot of fun playing this game. This game is not a bad game at all. I'd even say that all of the Other M haters are wrong. And next episode, we're going to see the finale, the final scenes of the game. This has been Peshcats. Thank you for watching. Stay tuned for the finale of Other M next week. Peshcats out.
Now I'm just stroking my shit.